YouTube family, what's good? It's your boy Ramel back with another vid. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at forever.rf. Another 4:30 wake up, man. As y'all can see, your boy is up early. About to knock out my morning routine. Y'all already know, got my bottle of water. About to knock out these 200 push-ups, man. Y'all won't believe what the fuck just happened, bruh. The devil trying to knock me off course, but I ain't gonna let him, man. My fucking tripod just broke out of fucking nowhere, bro. I'm trying to attach my phone to my tripod, and it fucking broke. I'm salty as hell. So this part right here clamps on and holds your phone, and it's supposed to clap on right there, and this part just broke off. Salty. But it is what it is. I gotta buy another one, I guess. But I'm not gonna let that stop though. I'm not gonna let that stop me from doing what I gotta do. Just gotta hold this motherfucker, I guess, until I buy a new one. But let's get this morning routine started. Let's get it. Just knocked out my 200 push-ups, fellas. I am highly upset about my tripod right now, bro. I'm sitting here trying to fix it, man, but I have no luck, y'all, at all. But I guess I gotta go back to holding my phone and, you know, continue doing what I'm doing. I'm not gonna let this stop me, you know. I'm definitely highly upset though, but it's really fuck how I feel, fuck my emotions. Because I can't let this stop me from doing what I need to do on an everyday basis, which is make YouTube videos. Just about to give it up, y'all. Have to throw that motherfucker away and buy a new one. But today I wanted to talk to y'all about your why, right? A year ago, I used to be a heavy weed smoker. I used to drink every weekend, and I can honestly say I was distracted, right? I thought having fun wasn't gonna hold me back from becoming the man I needed to be for myself, when the whole time it really was. You know what I mean? I was distracted by worldly things. I was popping bottles in the club. I was smoking every single day, sometimes 3-4 times a day. And it was an addiction, honestly. You know what I mean? And I didn't have no purpose in life at all whatsoever. I was making 6 figures a year just a year ago, so I thought I was living my best life, right? 6 figures a year, I was able to, you know, go out of town when I wanted. I was able to buy the latest shoes. I was able to buy the latest clothes. I was able to pop bottles in the club. I was able to buy weed from the dispensary. So I was smoking every day, and I was smoking the best weed from the dispensaries. You know what I mean? I would go to the dispensary and buy the most expensive weed just so I could be super high. And the reason why, you know, and I figured out the reason why I was, you know, popping those bottles in the club is because I was chasing attention, right? I never got the attention that I really wanted in high school or in college. I grew up playing basketball. If y'all didn't know that, I'm 6'4", 210 right now. I'm pretty tall, man, as y'all can see. I grew up playing basketball, played basketball my whole entire life. I started playing basketball when I was in the 5th grade. But I never really got the attention I wanted. I never was the best basketball player on the team. In high school, we had 3 Division I players, and I wasn't one of them. You know what I mean? I just didn't really have a skill set, and I didn't have the grades. And then when I went to college, I wasn't even the 4th option. You know what I mean? I was damn near the last option. I definitely was good enough to start on any team I played on. Like in high school, I started on each team I played for, you know, JV, varsity, I started. And then when I went to college, I even started my freshman year, you know what I mean? All the way into my senior year, I started. But I wasn't never the man on the team, you know what I mean? I always was the 3rd or 4th option on the team, so I never really got that attention. So when I was able to, you know, come across a 6-figure job, I was chasing that attention. I was able to pop bottles in the club. And you know popping bottles in the club get you attention. If you know bottles in the club are expensive. They $300-$400. Everybody that goes to the club consistently know that, right? So I was, popping bottles in the club. Not only was I getting one bottle, I was getting 2 or 3 with signs too. Just trying to show off, trying to get that attention from females, trying to get that attention from everybody in the club. And I was getting it for a while, but the whole time, that shit was holding me back. That shit was a distraction. I was living in the gulag of trying to get this attention, and the whole time it was holding me back. So, like I mentioned, I was a heavy weed smoker, man, and what I was doing outside of work, I brought it to work, right? I wouldn't necessarily go to work smelling like weed. I would eat edibles, right? I got comfortable with doing that, going to work for about 3 to 4 months. And one day, me being dumb and high, one of the edibles fell out of my pocket at work. I was a correction officer at a juvenile justice center. So I had edibles in my pocket. They fell out. So not only did the job fire me, but they pressed charges against me. And the charges they put against me was felony charges. So I couldn't find a job right away. Right? Jobs was turning me down left and right. Couldn't find a job. Lost everything. My car, my apartment, and hit rock bottom. And currently right now, I am living with my brother in the hood, sleeping on the motherfucking couch, taking the bus everywhere I go. But rock bottom taught me a valuable lesson, right? It woke me up, 1. And 2, it gave me that what can I call it? It woke me up, right? It made me realize that I was distracted by worldly things. It made me realize that 6 figures a year ain't really shit. It made me realize that I'm able to do so much more if I just lock in and focus on and become the man I need to be for myself. It made me realize that I'm not doing anything for my future. You know what I mean? Like, my mom is very upset with me right now. I'm at rock bottom, and she's not proud of me at all whatsoever. She wasn't really proud of me when I was, popping all those bottles in the club, when I was smoking every day. She wasn't proud of me at all. She been telling me to stop doing that shit, and she been telling me that I was spending my money dumb. But I wasn't listening because I thought I had everything figured out. I was making 6 figures a year. I had my own apartment. You know what I mean? I thought I had everything figured out. And the whole time I was distracted by bullshit. So this is why now, me being at rock bottom and woke me up, it made me realize that I need to actually start locking in and focus and sacrificing everything. I don't smoke right now. I don't drink. I'm sacrificing all that shit. I'm sacrificing having fun. I'm sacrificing my time around my friends. I'm not talking to none of my friends right now, y'all. Like, at all. Like, I had to cut all my friends off because at the end of the day, my friends are not on the same type of time as me. So I got to distance myself from them, right? They hit me up asking me to go out, do this, do that. I don't want to do that shit anymore. I'm striving to become a better me. I have standards to make $100K a month, drive an all-black Lamborghini Urus, and be able to give my family X amount of dollars. I'm not going to be able to do those things if I'm distracted by bullshit, if I'm distracted by worldly things. I have to focus on the inputs each and every day so I'm able to drive a Lamborghini Urus, so I'm able to make $100K a month, so I'm able to give my family X amount of dollars. I will be the first millionaire in my family, but I got to focus on the inputs to become the first millionaire in my family. I have to cut all distractions. I have to sacrifice everything. I'm sacrificing so much right now. I'm all in with this shit too, y'all. I'm not playing the video game. I'm not going out with my friends. I'm not watching TV. Why the hell am I playing a video game? Why am I wasting time playing a video game when I'm not the man I need to be for myself? If I continue to play the video game, I'm never going to be able to get to my standards and drive a Lamborghini Urus. I can be using that time to educate myself on something that's going to teach me a high-level skill so I'm able to make $100K a month. I have to educate myself on something that's going to make me tons of money so I'm able to afford the Lamborghini Urus. I have to sacrifice smoking and drinking and hanging out with my friends and going out and playing a video game and watching TV. All those things that I just named are distractions. It's going to hold me back from becoming the man I need to be for myself. Why the hell am I about to sit up here and watch a Netflix documentary or a TV show when I could be putting that energy onto educating myself on something that's going to make me tons of money? I'm cutting all distractions, bruh. My biggest why is my mom. I got to do this shit for my mom. And most importantly, I got to do this shit for myself and my future. My future is very important. I wasn't thinking about my future when I was making 6 figures and I was popping those bottles in the club and I was smoking. I was doing what my friends was doing. I wasn't thinking about my future. I was distracted by bullshit. But now, as y'all can see, I'm more focused than ever. You know what I mean? I have a non-negotiable list that I stick to on an everyday basis. Those are small wins for now. Right? If I continue to wake up each and every day at 4:30 and attack my non-negotiables, those are small wins right now. But over time, they're going to build up, right? I'm sticking to my non-negotiable list. I'm about to show y'all. Hold on. I got to set this phone up because my tripod broke. I have a non-negotiable list that I wrote down that I stick to on an everyday basis. Let me show y'all. I'm sorry that, I got to set my phone up like this, but tripod broke. Hold on, y'all. Don't click off the video yet. Just give me some time looking for my non-negotiable list. This is what I'm doing on an everyday basis. I hope y'all can see this. This is my non-negotiable list, and I'm sticking to this on an everyday basis, regardless of how I feel, regardless of what's going on. I don't give a fuck how I feel. I'm putting my emotions behind me, right? When it comes to this non-negotiable list, I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm sticking to this shit. And right now, this is small wins. Y'all see my non-negotiables? I'm gonna read it to y'all. I'm waking up every single day, no later than 5 a.m. Waking up at 4:30, no later than 5 a.m. I'm making YouTube videos, which I'm doing right now. I'm doing 200 push-ups. I'm reading 5 to 7 pages out of my book that I'm currently reading right now. I'm educating myself on bettering my YouTube channel, on bettering my knowledge on the online coaching. I'm working out at least 5 to 6 days out of the week. I'm reading a Bible scripture. I'm very big on that. I'm a man of God, right? I decided to give my life to Jesus Christ. Best decision I ever made in my life. And I'm eating about 3,000 calories a day, right? I'm on a gain and weight journey, so I got to eat 3,000 calories on an everyday basis. These are small wins for now, y'all. But over time, they're going to build up, right? This is my non-negotiable list. I'm doing this every single day, right? We have 6 months left in the year, y'all. 2027 is approaching. My 2027 starts right now. Why the fuck am I going to wait till January 1st to start my 2027 when I can start it now, when I can get ahead? Why wait till January 1st? What the fuck is so special about January 1st? Why am I going to sit up here and make New Year's resolutions and be like everybody else when I can start that shit right now? We got 170 days left in the year, y'all. Y'all know that? It's 170 days left in the year. I hope y'all locked in. I hope y'all focused. In the beginning of the year, y'all already fucked off enough. It's time to lock the fuck in. Your 2027 starts right now. My 2027 starts right now. And if you want to come on the journey with me, come on, man. Drop your comments below and let me know that y'all's 2027 is starting now. We 170 days out. Why wait till January 1st when you can start now? It's time, man. It's time. Let's go, y'all. I'm at rock bottom right now, taking the bus everywhere I go, sleeping on the couch. But I'm highly motivated. But I'm not relying on my motivation every day either. I'm relying on my discipline. Everything I do is discipline. I'm not relying on my motivation. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and it goes. If you rely on your motivation, you're going to fail every motherfucking time. You have to rely on your discipline. You have to rely on your why. What's your why? Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what's my why? I know my why, and I'm going to let y'all know my why. My why is my mom. That's my biggest why. My mom sacrificed so much for me and my brother when we was younger. She sacrificed so much to be able to provide us a life that we that we needed and that we wanted growing up, man. My mom worked third shift at a factory as a female. She worked third shift. She had to do what she had to do to be able to provide for me and my brother. And me and my brother had a pretty good life. We had clothes on our back. We always had the latest shoes. We always had food on the table. We had a roof over our head. We lived in the suburbs. We went to a decent school in high school and middle school. We never really struggled and never wanted for nothing. My mom spoiled us growing up. So I owe her the world. She's still waiting on my success. I got to do this shit for my mom. That's my biggest why. My second why is I don't want to be normal. I don't want to be like the rest of these motherfuckers. I was for years. And I don't want to be like the rest of y'all motherfuckers, man. Normal motherfuckers suck. Right? I don't want to be normal. I want to be abnormal. I want to be able to make $100K a month because that's not normal. I want to be able to drive a Lamborghini Urus because that's not normal. I want to be able to be financially free and be able to work wherever I want to work. I want to be able to go to Florida and work. I want to be able to go to Texas to work. I want to be able to go to Cali and work. I want that financial freedom. I want to make $100K a month. I don't want to be normal at all. Normal people are limited to things. They can't do certain things because they can't afford it. I don't want to be like that. They can't live in certain areas because they can't afford it. That's normal people shit. People that's out here making a difference and making that life-changing money can live wherever they want, can buy whatever they want, can drive whatever car they want. They're not limited to nothing. And I'm going to be that person that's going to make that life-changing money in my family. I'm going to be the first one. Why? Because I'm sticking to my non-negotiables. And my non-negotiables are small wins. I'm not going to see the fruits of my labor right away. It might take me 3 to 4 years to reach my standards. But it's cool. I'm sticking with this shit and I'm staying persistent. If you don't know what persistent means, it means sticking to something and doing it on an everyday basis until it hits. You got to stay persistent. Right now, my YouTube channel is super small. I'm getting low views, barely any likes, and I got 96 subscribers. Right? But I'm staying persistent with this shit. I'm not seeing my results yet, but it's cool. Over time, if I continue to stay persistent, I'll see the results I'm looking for. I gotta do this shit for my mom. I gotta do this shit for my future self. My future self gonna be proud of me. I'm so very thankful that God stripped me from everything because it woke me up, and I needed that. I needed that wake-up call. I needed to cut the shit out that I was doing. Now I'm sacrificing every single thing, bro. I'm sacrificing everything to get to my goals. That's what it takes. You have to sacrifice everything. Everything, bro. That's how bad I want it, bro. I want this success shit so bad. And I have to sacrifice everything. And you that's watching this video, bro, you have to sacrifice it all. I'm sacrificing it all right now. I'm telling you, bro. I'm at rock motherfucking bottom, sleeping on the couch, taking the bus everywhere I go. And I'm sacrificing it all. I want this shit bad, bro. I want success so bad, bro. But I have to sacrifice everything like I'm doing right now. I'm sacrificing it all, bro. I know I keep saying it, but I mean it, y'all. I'm all or nothing with this shit, bro. Ain't nothing gonna be able to stop me, bro. I'm gonna drive a Lamborghini Urus one day. I'm gonna make $100K a month. I'm gonna be able to give my family X amount of dollars. But I have to focus on the inputs. What do I have to do on an everyday basis to drive a Lamborghini Urus? I have to adapt to the identity of a person that drives a Lamborghini Urus. I have to adapt the identity of a person that makes $100K a month. What does that look like? Doing the things on an everyday basis to accomplish the goals that I'm shooting for. I have to sacrifice. I have to cut my friends off. I can't be spending my money dumb. And if I am spending money, it's an investment so I can make that money amount, so I can drive a Lamborghini Urus. That's what it takes. I'm sacrificing everything. I'm saving every single penny and dollar if it's not my bills, if it's not to feed me. I don't need for no more shoes. I don't need for no more clothes. I'm sacrificing shopping for now. I'm gonna be able to get back to that shit. I'm gonna be able to get back to my friends. I'm gonna be able to get back to, you know, having fun. But for now, I'm sacrificing it all because right now I don't really need that shit. My standards are bigger than having fun and doing what everybody else doing. I don't want to do that shit. Y'all see that bus that just rolled past? I get on that motherfucker every day and I hate it. I have to take that bus everywhere I go. If I go get my haircut, I gotta get on the bus. If I go grocery shopping, I gotta get on the bus. When I go to work, I gotta get on the bus. I hate that shit. But I gotta do the things on an everyday basis, and I gotta save my money, and I gotta continue to sacrifice to be able to save up so I can get me a car. That's what it takes. That's my biggest why. Taking that motherfucking bus, bro. I hate that shit. This non-negotiable list. I'm sticking to this shit. Even on the weekends, bro. On the weekends, I was so motherfucking distracted. It was crazy, y'all. I was distracted by chasing chicks and popping bottles in the club and smoking. I would work 40 hours a week just to give it to these club owners. Damn, was I a dumbass. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? You live and you learn. Now it's time to move on. Gotta believe in yourself too, man. I believe in myself. I believe that I'll make $100K a month. I believe that I'm gonna drive a Lamborghini years. And I'm gonna take the actual steps on an everyday basis until I get to my standards. Ask yourself today, what's your why? I know what my why is. Do you know? But that's the video for the day, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all stayed this far, very much appreciate it, man. I'm out.